Welcome back to the Supercar Connection podcast.
And the Aventador is the best choice. I'm not getting an S.
Back in the stew, as you said.
Back in the stew. You have one of the most secret large car collections. Does anybody really know how many cars you have? Like actually know?
If you ask me right now, I don't know.
This episode is brought to you by Quality Collision Group.
After an accident, it's not just your car that gets thrown off track. It's your routine, your momentum, and your focus. That's why I recommend taking your vehicle to a Quality Collision Group owned shop. They are OEM certified shops, use exact parts and repair standards your car was built with. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just confidence restored. When it matters most, trust the experts. Find your quality approved shop today. My own question, whatever.
Or too good.
Guys, we're back with Cam Casey, part 2. He's actually going to do a little bit more talking this episode because last time I think he spent like a total of like 40 words on an entire hour and a half. So he's going to actually talk a little bit more, this guy's.
Well, we just met us, and now we're friends.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys back then. And now we're best buds.
Honestly, now that I look back at it, I appreciate you even coming on at the time you did because you didn't even really know us.
Yeah, I don't know why I did it.
Just pulled up to a garage in Glendale. Austin told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin told me.
That is kind of why you
Austin's
did it.
referred me to a few podcasts now.
What it is Austin told you and you're always down for content.
Yeah, I was like, there's no downside.
Exactly. But now I'm
The
thinking
only
about it.
downside's meeting.
It's going to be some free clips.
Yeah,
man.
because your life's been so terrible since you and I met.
It's been rough.
It's been a soft progression too. Like the podcast, we didn't just like leave the podcast like, hey, yeah, we're good friends now. It took like what? We'd had like a couple months of just dry spell.
It was me buying the SV is what actually started. Because
Was it?
Yeah, because you were just like, dude, anything car related that you need, like I'm your guy, hit me up. And I'm like, I have car things every single day. Literally car problems every single day. So I will definitely be hitting you up.
Well, you have one of the most secret large car collections that like anybody has.
Thanks.
Does anybody really know how many cars you have? Like actually know?
If you ask me right now, I don't know how many cars I have.
Exactly
I could count it off and figure it out, but off the top of my head, they're like, how many cars you have? I'm not sure.
Let's count it out and figure out. Because I know everybody who watching this who does like you and watch you, I don't even really think they know how many cars you actually have.
They're in a lot of different spots.
That's what
I
I'm
keep
saying.
them all over the country.
They know about the SV and they know about the...
McLaren.
Yeah.
Those are the two. I mean, two main ones.
So we got SV Roadster,
SV Roadster.
620R.
Yes. Lamborghini Urus. Lamborghini Super Trofeo Evo 2. Ferrari 488. That one I gave to my dad. What else? Tesla Plaid. Miata. I had a Cage Miata and I had a Sprinter. Those are recent sells. And then Hyundai Kona. 2 Model 3s. 2 Kia Souls.
That's 12 cars.
I believe that's all.
So what are the what are the economy cars for?
I own property in Arizona, so I keep them at the houses in Arizona, offer them as rentals, Turo them, use them when I'm there, things like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's actually a genius idea. Like the additionals, like you book an Airbnb. At
And it
Mr.
comes with a
Casey's
Kia
house.
Soul.
Yeah. You're like, hey, you get a Kia Soul for $40 a day.
Yeah, exactly. Kia Souls rip money.
What does that mean?
Like
They're so cheap.
I own them outright. They were maybe like $15K, I think, is what I got them for. So I got like 2 for $30K or something like that. And they just are constantly rented, and it's like $40-$50 a day. So it's like an extra like couple grand a month that I make off of a $15K investment. It's like
That's
the
true.
Section 8, like make $1 million off of a low investment. Kia Souls,
Get a fleet of souls.
it's not scalable, but
Yeah.
it's a nice little side thing, and it's really convenient for when I'm there.
I got so many souls in my garage. They call me Purgatory.
That was a good one.
You like that?
So if you see me rolling around Scottsdale,
In the
high
Soul.
chance I'm in a Kia Soul.
So who's managing like flipping those on Turo? Because that takes a little bit of upkeep, no?
We have a Turo manager guy that runs them, and he's
Perfect.
been really good. He manages a couple hundred cars.
Yeah.
And the hardest part about owning anything that you want to make money off of is finding good management.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst.
Yeah, when
hardest part.
you don't want to do it yourself.
Right.
Yeah, but anyone who wants any scale, you don't do it yourself.
Scale, yes. So
Scale
like,
means money.
right, but you have management company yourself, no?
Yeah, we own the management company.
That manages which part of your businesses?
Arizona properties, Ohio properties.
Okay.
Two separate management companies, but it's the same.
But Arizona
operations.
stuff's all Airbnb, right?
Arizona's all Airbnb. Ohio's all long term.
You know, this is actually a question I've been wanting to ask you, like actually like in real life on the podcast. What made you decide to pick that niche, like when you started investing in real estate?
For Arizona Airbnb vacation rental?
Yeah, like that specific, like ultra luxury, NPV, Airbnbs.
Arizona was a pick because I knew the market was growing. It was like one of the biggest sub-markets or whatever. Like there's Nashville, there's Phoenix, Scottsdale.
Austin,
and
Texas.
Yeah, Austin. That was the closest one to LA. So I'm like, okay, I can drive there, fly there in an hour, super close. So that was closest to LA. Really easy flight from Chicago, where my parents are, and where I grew up and everything. And when I was growing up in Chicago, everyone was like, oh, I'm vacationing either in Florida or I'm vacationing in Arizona. That was like the two spots. So I was like, and then vacation rentals, it was just like trendy kind of a little bit.
What year was this?
Like, gosh, I don't even know. I was 19 when I bought the first one. So
oh, bro, so this was like 21.
2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went through COVID with it, I think. I have such a bad memory. I don't remember anything. But I don't remember anything, man. But yeah, I found that buying, this is free game, free sauce. I found that buying like normal houses that were $700K to like 1.5, what like average investor could afford, there was so many of those. So, and I had a few of them and they performed fine. They performed okay. But then I started buying really expensive ones, like $2 to $3 million homes, and those ones would crush. Charge so much more. Rich people don't run out of money. They want to spend more on vacation, or it's just multiple families coming and visiting, and then they split the money.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
I don't know how much I'm going to say on the podcast, but I guess I just got a booking on one of the higher end homes it was 4 days over New Year's. So holiday, higher prices. My mortgage on the home is $16,000 a month.
Okay.
I just did a booking for 4 days for $24,000.
That's in only 4 days.
Yeah.
4
Like
days.
$16K mortgage. When did you buy this one specifically?
I don't remember.
What's your
I have
interest
no
rate?
idea. The interest rate's like 3.
I would say it's low as hell.
Yeah.
16K.
All my interest rates are pretty darn good.
So that's partly what helps tremendously is when you bought them, the timing of everything.
Yeah.
Tremendously.
Yeah, dude.
So people in Chicago vacation in Arizona.
Arizona and Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, where else are white people supposed to go vacation at?
Dallas white people go to Florida
Yeah.
or Colorado.
Yeah. Arizona was kind of the spot for
Yeah.
where I grew up. It was always
Interesting.
Scottsdale.
It is so regional, like where people vacation. So probably because Texas is already hot. So why?
So they go
why
somewhere
go
cold.
to the
Because
Yeah.
Texas is
desert?
dry heat, correct? Or is it humid? It's
Humid.
It's humid. At least Phoenix has like the dry heat. So like you change up your heats. You go to
Yeah, it's like
Florida,
a
you get
sauna.
humid. I can't do Arizona. Like when the people talk about 115 degree
It's
weather
really
at
hot.
11 a.m. Bro, there's no way. There's no thing about Arizona that I'll be like, yeah, this is tolerable.
You don't go outside though.
I don't care. Like the fact that knowing, for example, if I wanted to go somewhere, it's 120 degrees outside. Why would I want to put myself in that environment?
I mean, I don't like going in the summer. I don't really go in the summer. People leave in the summer. The wealthier side of people in that area that can afford to leave, they leave in the summer, and then they come back in the winter. It's really nice in the winter. It's like Miami in the winter. It's
Winter,
perfect.
I have been in like Scottsdale time in December, and it's actually gets pretty cold at night too. Like
yeah,
you see a
because it's
drastic
desert.
change.
It'll change a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
This is
know.
not
Doesn't
humid.
hold the heat.
How do we get on this topic of real estate? We haven't even talked about
So
car thing.
yeah. So you guys kind of started getting close from the SV deal, right?
Yeah.
How did that all come together?
I said I don't really remember. I said I want an SV, and you're like, I'm your guy. Let me find you one. And then you did a really, really good job with helping, and you were really responsive, and really knew what you're talking about. And I was just very impressed. So I was like, this guy's with it.
Thank you.
And I can tell, like, anytime I work with anyone or talk to anyone about anything business, I think I have a good read. I've been burnt many times actually, but I have a pretty good read on like who's with it and who's not about it.
Right.
And I was like, oh, like he's really with it. Like, and you did a great job, and we got the car and got it for a good price.
Yeah, with that,
I thought it was a little overpaid when I bought it, but now I'm
No.
looking and I'm like, I got good.
I'm telling you, because we were going back and
You
forth.
bought it at a perfect time.
Yeah, perfect time.
Perfect time.
And trust me, the dealer that we worked with was not the best dealership. So
I
like,
hate buying with dealerships.
it's like, it's franchise stores. It's franchise stores. Like a lot of their.
I think it just depends on the store.
I agree. I do
Because
agree.
my horrible experience that I talked about on a couple episodes ago was not a franchise store.
That the one, the laughing emoji experience.
Yes, the laughing emoji.
Does he know about this? You got to tell him this story. Tell him this story.
Oh, that might have been last week's episode. When I was looking for my Aston, there was a dealership in Vegas that had one listed for literally like 10 or 11 months. Like it had been listed forever. And I sent them an offer like 3,000 or 4,000 under the asking price. And the salesman just responded to my message with 3 laughing emojis.
That's crazy.
And then I was like, that's weird.
Wild.
And then he sent another message and was like, he's like, no, thank you. Sorry, we don't accept offers. And I was like, and you wanted to open that up with 3 laughing emojis? You wanted to laugh at me for giving you a respectable offer?
That's weird.
I didn't like lowball them.
Yeah,
It's less than you asked for less than 10% discount.
Yeah.
That's like a very 10% is the baseline.
Yeah,
of
an opening offer. Like maybe I'm expecting a counter, or if you want to tell me you don't accept offers, just tell me you don't accept offers. I've had dealers say that. We're a no negotiation dealership. Sorry, we don't accept offers. You don't have to hit me with laughing emojis over text message.
That's weird.
What do we think the reason is, like the common denominator between all the bad dealerships? Like what is it, the salesman? Is it the way the dealerships ran top to bottom? What do you think it is? Is it just people that just they don't care? It's lazy? Because like franchise store, I know like, okay, a salesman, unless he's hungry himself, he's not incentivized to go out and just kill it.
Mm-hmm.
But like if he wants to make a good living, he'll do so. And a good franchise store, you have the ability to do so. But like when we bought the SV, so the backstory, not a lot of people know this part of the story. So I'm excited to tell this part. So the SV part, I ended up going to Florida about a month after I think you took delivery of the car. And I was like, again, we're building relationships. I wanted to go and again, meet some people. So I was like, I'll go up to Palm Beach and I'll go to the dealership, right? I go to the dealership.
You went to the dealership?
I went to the dealership.
You never told me this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you right now. I went to the dealership because I wanted to meet them. Because again, I looked at their inventory and I was like, they do have some decent inventory because they're the only store down there really in that area that is like that.
They had a fire spec SV Roadster.
They did. So I was like, let me go. There's more than likely won't be the last time I deal with them. So let me at least try to be, after the bad experience, let me at least try to be cool with them, right? I go and they had 2 people working the entire dealership. Like the entire thing. There was no front desk person. There was no service people. It was really the GM and the one salesman. That was it. So when I walked in there and I like looked around, I went, okay, now the communication and like the pace and flow of everything we've been doing makes a lot of sense. But I can't believe they're talking about at a big franchise store, 2 people. Think about how crazy that is.
That's wild.
At that type of brand name store.
Bro,
I can't imagine
They're
that.
keeping their costs low.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Dude.
They want that profit.
So then again, like another thing they told me partly is that store is one of the only privately owned ones. Like this one family owns it. They live in Vancouver, Canada. And they own 3 stores. They own that one and they own 2 stores here in 2 Ferrari stores here in California. I forgot the name of the family. They're like supposed to be known in this industry. But like they're like a one-off thing. They operate kind of like a small business. Like they're that pace.
2 employees.
Dude, it's ridiculous though. Like imagine how much volume they probably do get for being in that area, because they're the only store in like that's really like that. I guess Prestige Imports be the only competitor, but I just don't understand the lack of sense of urgency. Like you seen like the way you talk about, I operate like I respond like this. I'm always on it. I don't understand how people just like float in space and time.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you want an SV?
SV more rare. I mean SV over what? SVJ or just SV
like
in general?
you wanted a new car.
Yeah.
And you ended up narrowing it down to an SV Roadster.
Yeah.
So like what was your thought process when you're like, I want to get a new car?
The SV was the ultimate like mid-level car that I wanted, and mid-level sounds insane for $600,000 car.
I was about to roast you for that.
But
what is mid-level?
As in like there's low-level supercars, which is the 720, the Huracán, yeah, stuff like that. Then there's mid-level, which is like 765, SV.
Is there a price
whatever.
point or just like a perception?
I'm saying more price point, but also just perception too, everything about it. Like
350. Where's that price point? 300.
300, I would say
It's
is
the top of low end.
yeah, it was like top of low end. Anything
Yeah.
over 300, I would say is closer to high end. I would say STO is high end, Huracán is low end
Okay.
in terms of
Mid-tier.
supercars.
Yeah.
Mid-tier.
Yeah.
Oh, high end of low.
So
Yeah.
300 is like that mark.
Yeah, I would say about. So I was like, that was the biggest like mid tier because $500,000 to $600,000 car that I really wanted, and I already had a McLaren, so I was like 765 is not it. What
Because
other?
we
what other
talked about
options?
this. You wanted a new 3RS. That was up in contention. I
812.
pitched a 458 Spider on you
Yeah, that was
As you
stupid.
always do.
because bro, it's such a good car.
Yeah.
Like I think anybody,
But that wouldn't be mid tier.
Yeah, I also didn't know what he wanted. Like
Sure.
he just said I wanted something else, and I was like, well, these are good options.
Yeah.
Pista, you had dabbled on a Pista for like 5 seconds, and then I think we talked more about the Aventador. I was like,
812 was the biggest one. I almost
812.
bought an 812.
you did. I almost
That,
I was
that
working
one in
one.
Illinois.
Yeah, we were working it, and then because I think you wanted a V12. You wanted something that was sounding crazy.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had the fast track car already. I wanted
Yeah.
something that was like big, loud V12. And the Aventador is the best choice. I'm not getting an S. No shot doing a regular Aventador, bro. Come on. You couldn't pay me to drive that thing.
It's not a regular Aventador.
Bro, that
they
thing
have
is-
LP700. It's an LP740 Aventador.
You couldn't
S.
pay me to drive that thing, huh?
Bro, that thing is
Rear steering, bro.
awful.
The car
That
is
thing
fire.
is so garbage.
How is it garbage?
A
First off,
base
my car spat.
Aventador, bro.
My
A-
car broke the internet. Okay, find another Aventador that spat flames like that
you
big.
did
please.
a good job with it. You did a good job with it. But I'm saying like the base of the car, like, oh my gosh, brutal. That's brutal.
Bro, it's almost the same exact thing you have.
What do I have that's similar to that?
An SV and an S.
No, bro. No, they're
You're crazy right now. Trying
the-
to crap on me right
The
now.
S and the SV and the SVJ are in the same category. And now a lot of the reason I say, well, first of all, the interior is the same between S and SVJ. Look at the Mercy SV versus the Mercy. Like, it's totally different ballparks, totally different cars. The SV is like the pinnacle Aventador that they make. The SVJ is the higher production, highest end. The SV is like the collector car. That's what I wanted. And I want to build a collection. I mean, I have a small collection of cars right now. I want to build like an awesome collection. And that is that car for that.
That is a good like staple for the collection. Like as the face of the collection, that is a really good choice.
For sure.
Just
Roadster
wait
too.
till it's an F40.
I can't wait.
British Racing Green F40.
I can't. I'm gonna have to source
Maybe I'll
it.
wrap it. But.
Or I have to go to Hong Kong to get that car. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Did they paint an F40 like that? Or are they all red?
No, there's a
There's a few black.
There's a few other colors.
There's silver, there's black, there's yellow, there's red. I don't know if there's anything else. I think that might be
Like that
it.
British Racing Green is a wrap.
Yeah.
And then there's the
I mean,
like light blue one, which is a
People
wrap.
have painted them
Yeah. I think like from
at
factory,
this point.
I know for sure there's red, yellow, silver, and black. For sure.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of silvers and there's not a lot of blacks, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
those are
that's
the
it.
two.
I think that's
Yeah.
all there are.
I think there is too.
I would like your guys' opinion on this in real life, and I'll just ask you on the pod. But like, what is that next tier, next level? What is the best car that's that price around there? Like, if I'm like, I want to have a high tier car or a hypercar or whatever, you know. F40 I think is my choice, but that's kind of been a recent decision.
Mm-hmm.
I always was like, oh, maybe like a Pagani would be cool, or like
What do
Koenigsegg would be cool.
what do F40s go for now?
2 to 3.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
So
you say
you're opening the book up to any
Hypercars.
hypercar.
yeah, because
You're not
saying
talking about like moving
high-end-
up to $1 million. You're
Yeah.
talking about like
Yeah,
2,
and
3.
I'm not talking like I hate people who just talk about stuff and don't actually do it. I'm not talking about getting this car for probably multiple years.
Sure.
We'll see how
5
things
years.
go. Yeah, but like I'm probably not gonna get this car for multiple years unless things go great.
5 years.
You know, but I eventually I see myself getting something like $2 or $3 million car. What is the best car for that?
I think there's
Valhalla
I have to ask more
is
questions.
one of my choice. Senna is a choice. Those are $1 million. Then there's the F40, and those are kind of my top 3, I think.
Okay. You want to give a shout because I'm gonna ask questions.
Go. Yeah. You're gonna ask questions.
Yeah, because I like to define
yeah.
the scope a little bit more.
Sure.
It's like, what do you when you say like, what is the best car? What's our purpose? Like, do we want to go fast? Do we want to drive it? Do we want to?
I want a driver's car. I
wanna
want
drive
something.
the car.
I want a higher mile one First of all, because I don't want to spend as much money, and second of all, because I want to be able to drive it and not feel guilty about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would want like a 10, 20,000 mile F40 or something like that.
Okay.
And that would be so gangster, manual, like raw, real. I've talked to people who have been around that kind of cars, and they say F40 is like peak.
I'm not. This is gonna
No
sound,
ABS, no traction control, like just
It's raw.
just a race car.
This is gonna sound a little out of context of what I'm trying to say, but like, don't get super hung up on the manual part. Like, I know it sounds fun and it's raw and it's manual, but like when you spend that much money on a car and like you're gonna want to drive it, like you're not gonna want a manual all the time.
Well, I say I'm gonna want to drive it, but when I say I want to drive
Once
it,
a
that's
week.
as much as my SV. It's like
Once a week.
if I had
You don't
if I had a
drive.
car like that, I would drive it like a couple times a month.
Yeah.
And that would be driving it a lot as a hypercar, like taking it out like every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think manual you'll like. I still think you'll want an automatic. Just for the ease of it. Trust me. Especially in LA. If you were in Arizona, I'd be like, yeah, you want a manual.
I love Utopia too.
That's not a bad one.
I didn't like them at first, but seeing them and seeing the manual and everything,
Pagani's
I
growing on
love
you,
the
huh?
Utopia. I've always liked Pagani.
Really?
Pagani's a work of art. It's a
Yeah, for
collector,
sure.
beautiful piece.
Utopia is gorgeous.
I love that.
Yeah,
car.
I'm with you.
Of
Like
course.
when it first came out, I feel like the color that they
The-
launched it in was like not a great color, and it didn't like do it any justice. And then when I saw them rolling around Monterey,
Mint.
changed me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mint. The
Car's
interiors
cool.
on those
So
cars, I think,
beautiful.
are mental.
for sure.
Also, that's a different price point though. That's like 4 or 5 million, I think. Those cars.
All
4 or
right,
5
so
million
now we're
for a
jumping way
car.
up there.
For me, right now, I'm like, that is insane.
$4 or $5 million car.
Yeah, 2-3 million for me seems like realistic.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like 4 or 5. That's like you got to have hundreds of millions of dollars to spend 4 or 5 million on a car.
Eh,
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that one, but yeah.
there's a lot of people
You're
in
talking about-
Miami
you
that
said-
would disagree with you.
You're not wrong.
Well, bro, you say 2 or 3 is realistic, but 4 or 5 is crazy. It's just another M. 4 is literally another M on top of your 2 to 3
Yeah, when I say 2 to 3 though, I'm talking like getting a F40 for like 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
versus getting something for 4.5.
Yes.
So like a $2 million gap.
Yeah.
I think the cop out answer that I feel like is just when you're spending that much money, so much there's no one choice. Like everyone's gonna have a different purpose, opinion for the car. So it's
I think
difficult.
you want 2 different things too in your head.
So even you being like, I want to drive the car, F40, you go to the super raw experience. I don't know. There's so many. Just feel like there's so many directions.
Yeah.
I think I think in your head you don't know what you want because I think you want to drive the car, but then you also want like the presence of it for like nostalgia. Because like I know you kind of like the heritage of the older Ferraris, which is why you kind of even say F40. But if you want me to be honest, just knowing you would like a Senna GTR.
That's a great choice, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get a normal Senna. I would
No,
get a
a Senna
Senna GTR. Yeah.
Do
What
I know
about
this
like
kid
a
or what? Come on,
Koenigsegg
me too.
CCX manual?
That's sick,
That would
but that's
also
probably
be
like $5 million bucks.
mental.
Really?
Probably.
CCX,
Man.
maybe 3, maybe low 3s, maybe mid to low 3s.
You know what's crazy?
By the time I can afford it, though, it'll be 4 or 5.
Just
It
10,
depends. I don't
10
know.
12 years ago, those were like 700,000.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
What's the new one? The name of the new one?
Which one?
Not-
the Yesco or the CC850?
That one, the CC850. That's the one. When I saw that at Monterey, I was like,
The white one? The CC850
Parker,
is...
Mr. Vehicle Version, drove
Yeah.
by us in that, and I,
he literally has the dash cam recording of us going.
yeah. That was funny.
That car is mental though.
That car is incredible.
But I think it's funny because I think the feeling I get looking at that car is the feeling I got when I saw like the first Koenigsegg.
Mhm.
And now I'm seeing that one like, because now I'm so desensitized. That car is one of the first cars recently that gave me that OG feeling.
Where
Because
you're
I
like,
haven't had that.
We're just seeing it gets you excited.
Exactly. I haven't had that. And there's nothing that's really made me do that besides that car. Like even,
I'm with
no,
you.
the Sedir Spirit did too. The other
it-
one I didn't like.
Do you think it makes a difference that it was driving rather than just being at the show?
Absolutely.
You don't
Absolutely.
Like, you don't like the Gemera? The
It's not that I
4-seater?
don't like it, but like I'm like,
Really?
we're like, what are we doing?
That's
like,
a really cool car, I think.
It's very cool. It's just like, this is tax bracket problems, I
Yeah,
guess.
we're
Because
gonna
I
get
look
made
at that
fun of.
car, I'm like $4 million for the 4-seat hypercar. If I was worth $100 million plus, sure, maybe I'd be like, that's a car I want. But that car just feels so unnecessary for my purposes
Yeah.
in my
Like, how many buyers
tax
are really
bracket
for that
scope.
car? Yeah, we're gonna get made fun of if we clip us talking crap.
it is what it is.
They can't afford it.
I can't. And
No
everyone,
shit.
everyone that wants a Gamera and is buying it, it doesn't matter. It's $4 million. They put $2 million deposit down probably like 7 years ago and have just been sitting on it. But it's
Low key,
they can afford it.
Low key, Koenigsegg run a hedge fund.
No,
they take those deposits,
Bro, they
run
do.
it up in the market.
They
and
really do.
There's
Bro.
there's a couple things that we've probably hated on Koenigsegg for, but at the end of the day, like they're like my favorite brand. I think.
Really?
Koenigsegg or
Yeah,
Pagani?
the cars they
Or-
make are just
Really?
really.
Word. I respect that.
The Yesco, the CC850. I grew up like the Agera RS was like my favorite car ever. Like
That's a great car.
that was my
What's
dream.
your favorite?
I'm mentally stuck on Bugatti.
Of
me.
course. Of
It's
course
because, bro,
you
the
are.
Veyron was like from when I
He grew up listening to Ace Hood.
yeah,
you know,
like again, like where I come from, the time, like my age when when it started to pop, like, and I also saw, I'll never forget this. It was my first, like, one of the most crazier car experiences. Kind of like, you talk about, you remember the Testarossa in the parking lot of the
Mhm.
football game. I remember I went to UCLA football camp in the summer, and we were leaving Westwood, and Floyd Mayweather pulled up in his triple white one, and it was right next to me. I literally went like this, and I was like, what the heck? And first it was just a car. I was like, holy crap, this is just a car. And then I was like, that's Floyd Mayweather. And then that burned in my brain. And then the Veyron in general was like the first real like big pinnacle where like I think it was just showcased better, at least when I was coming up. So like that became like the nostalgia for me.
oh yeah,
And I got to
Koenigsegg
drive
at that
one.
time was the underground.
It was the underground one,
Mhm.
right? This was the forefront. And then I got to drive a Bugatti. So I think like that all thing kind of encompassed. And now like in my head, I'm like, that's my thing. I mean Bugattis.
Bugatti is. You ask anyone on the street what the craziest car is, they say Bugatti. You know, that's like that's the household name.
Yeah.
You know, not everyone knows Koenigsegg, Pagani, and stuff like
What's that brand for you? You feel like?
Bugatti is really cool. It's either Pagani or Koenigsegg. Those are
Mhm.
my two favorites. Ferrari and whatever. But I really like those two. And Bugatti's cool, but I know I wouldn't enjoy it if I had one because it is just like a cruiser.
Yeah.
It's just like a Bentley that's really fast.
I would also, I don't know how to formulate this into a question. It's a question, but I'm more just going to like say a statement and want you guys to give your opinions. How do we feel about like the companies that are hypercar dedicated versus the supercar manufacturers that make a hypercar version variant?
Interesting.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I think
I don't even really know what I'm
I don't know
asking.
what the- yeah, I don't know
I don't know
what
what I'm
the
asking.
question is.
I don't know what I'm asking.
You're just saying there's companies that make only hypercars, and
Yeah.
then there's companies that make like Aston Martin that makes normal cars, but then they come out with like a Valhalla or something.
Yeah, like does
that's a
you think that
$1 million
goes
car.
into like when people buy a car with that much money, do they look at it like, all right, I'm just buying a really expensive Ferrari, or do I want something that's like this is of this caliber? Like Koenigsegg literally makes these cars; they don't make anything less. You think that goes into somebody's
I think-
buying thoughts at
I
that
think
power?
I think it's cooler buying from a company that only produces really high end stuff because the only people in the world that can say they have a Koenigsegg have spent millions of dollars on a car
Mhm.
or $50K at Cario.
And I think you I think you've got to have more like you got to be about it more because the infrastructure
Yeah.
isn't there.
Yeah,
Like if you
that's
buy
true.
a P1, there's a McLaren dealer in every major city. If you buy a Koenigsegg and something breaks, like you're probably shipping it somewhere. Like you're
Yeah.
kind of screwed.
Yeah, that's
Same
true.
with Pagani. So it's like, if you're ready to have a Koenigsegg or Pagani, one, you have a ton of other cars because half the time it's probably not working just because it's difficult for a company like that to have reliable cars, being at the scale that they are. Then you got to have the money to fix them, and then you got to be able to drive the other cars while it's gone, and then maybe you've got to ship it to a certain place to get it worked
Or
on.
overseas.
Yeah, this is a little fun tidbit that I haven't talked about yet because we haven't had an episode since this happened. We'll call him like a social media friend of ours is selling one of his hypercars, and then somebody called it out in a recent episode of ours. So he reached out to us a little angry about that fact, and he was like, "I'm selling it because it's out of warranty." That was his reasoning for saying he's selling the car. So I told him straight up, I was like, "You can't afford it then." I was like, if your reasoning for getting rid of the car is because it's out of warranty, that means you're worried about the maintenance costs. I was like, so you can't afford it. And he's like, that's not the case. I was like,
Bugatti also does. My bad.
So then he gets so angry that he calls me. He video calls me, and I answer it, and then we just start chopping it up, and he's just going. He's like, he literally like shows me in his garage. He's like, it's right here. See, I was like, I'm not doubting that you have the car. I go, but don't tell me you're trying to sell it because it's out of warranty. And then when I say you can't afford the car, you can't afford the car. Like, that's just basic as it is. I think there's certain case scenarios, like I get his whole point, but at the end of the day, if you're selling it surely because you're scared of it being out of warranty, like you could talk to Bugatti, he could get another Bugatti warranty on it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you can. Like, I know that.
They have, they have extended programs for forever.
It's just the time has come, man.
It's not cheap though.
Exactly, it ain't cheap. How much do you think it is to re-up a Bugatti CPO? How much do you think that cost?
I've heard the number before and I don't remember.
Because I think the one that got me recently was we were on the Wraith. Somebody wanted a CPO quote from Rolls-Royce. It was like for 1 year CPO warranty. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like $16,000.
Yeah.
For a Rolls-Royce 1 year CPO.
I want to say Bugatti might be like 60.
I was gonna say like 150.
150?
Yeah, that would be my guess.
A year?
150 for like a 3-year warranty or something like that.
I'm trying to think.
So I was quoting yearly, so we said the same number.
I guess so, yeah.
So we're probably right.
But I was thinking they wouldn't take it on just like a year. Like
Right.
They would say minimum 3 years, 150,000.
I just meant like 50 a year. So 150 for 3 years. So
I don't know. We're just talking because we don't know.
we
right, we're
really
just
don't know.
guessing.
Yeah, we really don't know. We don't guess. But I feel like, again, how many people really that have a platform really have a hypercar experience like that? That really have a platform to talk about it like that? There's
Not
like
many.
there's a handful of guys, really
Yeah,
there is.
not
So like
many.
everybody that sometimes like are my favorite things in the comments, people that hate on it, like these guys have never done this and that. And I was like, you're not wrong. But again, we've had the pleasure of sitting down with people that like have had hypercar experience. Bro, it's still 16 racks.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad.
You saw that as like, okay, that's chill.
Yes.
I saw this, I was like, they're killing people, bro. 16.
I mean, they are. Every warranty does. They say they take your money to warranty it, and then when you bring it in that has a problem, they say that's not under warranty.
So think about it.
I don't
They're
like
charging
paying.
16K.
I wouldn't pay
Yes,
for warranty.
in most cases, they make money. That is the warranty game. They run the numbers. It's all statistics. There's enough numbers out there for them to know if we want to make this much money, we need to charge this much money. This many people will benefit, and they'll end up using the policy more than they paid, and this many people will not, and we will make money.
So you're buying a Rolls Royce. I hit you with a 16K warranty. You're giving me a green light to get it?
No, I don't. I wouldn't get a warranty in general.
Okay.
But that 16 number seems reasonable. If you're an old dude who doesn't know anything about cars and you just want to have a nice Rolls Royce and you want to not worry about it, and you're not going to touch it, you're not going to change anything about it, you just like want to enjoy it. Yeah, 16 is.
Because they're worried. I mean, it's like, what's the cost on that stuff?
Rolls Royce is the highest end thing.
We looked at that Cullinan. The auto door didn't work. The auto, the
Trey,
tray in the back didn't work. What do they charge to fix that?
that's a good question.
$4 or $5 grand
They
just
tax.
to fix that one thing?
They tax.
Exactly.
They tax.
It's insane.
They tax.
So it's like 16 grand to where if that happens, I take it in and they fix it.
And you know it's going to be done right and properly and completely done.
And I don't have to worry about going, oh my gosh, I got to write a $7,000 check for them to fix my tray.
Say that again.
Done right.
What does that mean, Cameron? You know that it's going to be done right.
Because
Why? Because
it's-
we're assuming because it goes
because
to
it-
Rolls Royce store that it has to be done correctly.
No, but
You walked yourself into this corner, so
you can. It's better than taking it to a random shop
why is that?
because they have a name to back it up.
Okay, so the name is what backs it up. Okay, I'm gonna let you walk out of this corner because I should corner you and make you feel bad right now, but I'm not. So remember this.
In your average city where they have a Rolls Royce dealership, they're probably your best option.
Define. Okay, what's average?
To
city?
fix like some electrical issues like the back tray's not working.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Electrical issues, stuff like that, sure, that's fine. Basic stuff like that, like if I would say basic oil changes, stuff like that, I think people get intimidated. But electrical stuff,
For sure.
yes.
Basic oil changes like that,
Yes.
whatever,
Electrical
whatever.
issues,
But
yes.
if I'm in Dallas and the tray on the back of my seat stops working in my Rolls, or my auto door stops
Take it to
working,
Rolls Royce.
take it to Rolls.
That's fair. That is very fair. It's really
That's what I was saying.
That's why I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah,
Sometimes
thank you.
Sometimes he sees things,
He
like-
often sees things.
kind of argues with himself.
Wonky.
I argue with myself. It's mainly because of the fact that, okay, It's all it is. It's not like them actually doing the work. It's for me. I think I took it too far. It's not that they're actually doing the work. All it is they know where to look. That's it. Like not everybody knows exactly how to rework the tray table electrical on a Rolls Royce.
Sure.
They have all the information because they have all the certifications because they're the dealer that made the car.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But like the actual techs there are brainless. Like just being honest. That's again, we can clip that whatever. Like the techs there, they're worse. They're the worst techs in the market. Those techs, the guys that are individually paid at the independent shops, those are the best thing. Like think of
That's where I take my cars.
Think about what's his name at the place you take your cars at?
AGX.
What's his name? Mark. What's his
Gutter Snake.
Gutter Snake. Like that guy knows everything about everything.
He's great.
That's like a guy.
He's passionate about it.
That's a top tier tech. He would never work at a franchise store.
Yeah.
Those guys.
I take my car to him.
That's why
he does a great job.
Yeah, when you say
They
like
charge.
the best, that's what I think of.
They charge, but it gets fixed and it gets fixed correctly. And that's what I care about.
True.
I don't want to have to bring it back. I don't want to cause issue. Like I just want it done and I want it done right.
Just one time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the worst experience you've ever had with a dealer? What's your worst car experience?
I don't have that bad of a car experience. I don't think I have that bad of a car experience. Dealer experience, I've just never liked working with dealers ever. It's always a terrible experience. And like buying a supercar through a dealership, I bought my McLaren through O'Gara or whatever. Yeah. And it was good and it was great, but it wasn't anything special. It was just like, here's your car. It was it again, I sound stupid or spoiled. I've never bought like a normal car like through a dealership or whatever. Like it's always just been like go get it. So I don't know what buying a Ford Explorer is like at a Ford dealership, but that's what it felt like.
It's like pulling teeth.
Yeah. Yes. It's not a fun experience buying and selling cars.
No.
It's really not.
The only way it's decent is if you go in and go, you have this car listed for this price. I will buy it for this price. I will take your financing. Let's do
anything else you want to add on, I'll take it on top of it.
Yeah.
Then they will go, sure, sit down. Let me get this for you. Let me do that. Do you want a water? You want to do coffee?
All of your stupid dealer fees. Yeah.
But if you're trying to not pay what they have it advertised for, and you've decided I'm getting this car cheaper, it's an uphill battle.
No, it's terrible. It's really terrible. And
they want to make it an uphill battle.
I see all these influencers or all these just people in general. They're in and out of cars so much. I'm like, when do you have time to just deal with this crap? It's just a lot of headache work. It's a lot of it's a pain in the butt to like buy and sell a bunch of cars.
Crazy.
They have someone doing it for them?
No, they don't. But
they don't?
I don't think so.
Depends on the person.
It depends who it is.
You're right. There's depends on the person.
Yeah.
There's a homie of mine that does hats. He bought a Mansory Phantom, and before he made his first payment, already traded it out for an SVJ. He's done it like on 2 or 3 times. Buys a car before his first payment, he's already traded it in for a different car.
That's really weird to me.
Yeah, he buys at one dealer, so like the guy takes great care of him. But like he literally will buy something, he'll lose the money on fees for the loan and stuff like that, and then he'll just switch it back in before the first payment.
That's a nice setup though, because you just get to enjoy a bunch of different stuff. But like I like the collection. I want to build a collection. That's what I'm trying to add each piece to the collection. You know what I mean? So I buy in a totally different manner.
I just want to buy a car that I enjoy enough that I want it for longer than a month.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think the part about that, the only thing that does come in is just depends on of course like the accelerated success on like when you get to each stage or whatever. Like
sure,
it does like as much as you think you're like, do I really like this car? I'll keep it forever.
I'm not saying keep it forever.
But like for example, like okay,
but if I bought a car that I'm like, you know what, in 3 weeks I'm getting something else. Like you bought the wrong car.
3 weeks is crazy. 3 weeks is crazy.
We're talking about before. Right. Yeah.
What's our baseline for like? Okay, I've kept the car long. What's our baseline for that? Is that a year?
At least a year. I mean, you're talking about like Supercar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say a year.
A year is considered
like 8 months.
That's like I've had this for a minute now. That's that threshold, 8 to 12 months.
Which is funny coming from me, but yeah.
Yeah, when I buy cars, I like plan to keep them for a very long time. I would never buy a car saying I only want to keep this for 4 or 5 months.
Really?
No. No, that's just like a long rental.
Yeah, that's kind of that.
And it's a lot of headache. I don't
Right.
know. You've bought cars quick.
I'll be moving.
Yeah, and like I'm like, you wanted that, you said it, and then you got it, and you have it. Like anytime I've bought a car, it's been a whole freaking ordeal.
Well, because
I've also bought rare, weird cars.
Yeah, you also shop a lot more than I do. Like I know what I want, and I want it. I don't wait a long time for it. Again, partly faulty. I should probably wait longer. Probably could get a better deal a little bit here and there. But like, I'm very much like when I want something, I know I want it. I have the means to make it happen. I want it. I don't want to spend more time waiting for it. I think it's also a little bit of like my, I wouldn't say instant gratification, but like it's more so like I worked my ass off to be able to know that I can go get this, and I'm just sitting here like I don't have it yet. Like I can go get it. It's partly why I got the car that I had. By the time this drops. When is this episode dropping?
Monday.
It is Monday? Okay, so yeah, everyone should know. So like the Cullinan, that was kind of the ordeal. Like I was shopping around for a minute, and then I was like, dude, why am I wasting my time? I was like, there's this one, I can have this one tonight if I wanted it. Let me just go get it. And I got to that point.
Yeah, I know I kind of don't operate like that, but I also, I don't know.
It's also,
I could.
I usually get my own stuff too. So like when you hit me, you're like, yo, I want this. Then you just kind of like dump it out of your brain, and I'm the one spending all the time trying to figure out. All right, we got to do this. I got to call this person.
Which has been very appreciative. I've really appreciated you guys' help.
No, bro, of course, you know, I always got your back. It's just one of those things where I think that is partly what it is. Like I don't want to spend more time thinking about it. I'm like, all right, I want it. Let me just go get it so I can just be dumping. I can go back to worrying about the crap that I have to worry about.
Or back to work.
Yeah, exactly. Back to work in a sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like nobody enjoys the car buying process.
They should change that.
You think? Do you enjoy it?
No. I enjoy the car finding process.
I agree with that. But then
I've
you
been
think
helping
about
people
it.
buy cars since I was like 13.
Really?
Yeah. Because I just love cars growing up. Like my parents' friends and family would ask me to help them find a car when I was like 13 years old.
I know you guys have been a lot of help.
Because the knowledge you have is just disgusting.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, he knows everything about cars. What should I get? And I'm like, oh, well, glad someone's asking.
You're 14. You're like,
What's
what do
your
you like,
budget?
Susan?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you like?
You want something fast? Let me get you something fast.
What is your next move? Like next move, not like hypercar down the line. Like immediate next move.
Next car move?
Next car move.
Raptor R.
Okay.
Supercar. Probably GT3 RS. 992 GT3
992?
RS. Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best thing. But yeah, probably that.
You're gonna add or you're gonna swap?
Add.
Because
the McLaren is staying forever. That was first supercar I've ever bought. Super rare. I think hopefully will be worth a lot of money eventually.
that car doesn't have actual active aero. Don't you think you should get something with like actual aero, like the 3RS, and just get rid of the 620?
The 620 has active aero.
It does
Not active aero, but 620 has working aero. Like the
It
front
does not.
nostrils, P1 front nostrils.
They don't
it
go
literally-
through.
It does go through.
No, it doesn't.
Bro,
if I pour water in there,
poured water
you
right
cannot.
through.
It does not go
You're
through.
trolling me because I literally made a video pouring water straight through the front nostril and straight out it went because it actually works. And you can see the carbon. It's actually, everything's functional on that car. It's a race car converted to a street car.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
That's the little story they
It's
sold
a
you on to get you to buy it? Or what?
570 GT4. I didn't know anything about cars when I bought that car. I didn't know what I was getting, really. I wanted a 570, which shows I didn't know anything about cars.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with a 570.
I was saying, there's been a recent. Gavin's been like, I found out the other day. Gavin slipped up on an episode and was like, what? I forgot. How did you slip up? But he mentioned that he'd been watching the 570 market aggressively, and he literally said it. And I went, we're not walking by that one. I was like, you've been looking at 570s? He's like, I've been looking at 570s. They're good cars
Hey,
now.
some of us don't make as much money, all right?
Hey,
And
they're good
570s,
cars. They're
but I
good cars. I feel like they're really good cars right now. When they came out,
Don't
they were
hate on me.
popping. No, when they came out, they were popping. Now, you compare them to price point, because now I feel like, I hate to say this.
100. Well, I mean, I might end up getting like a 650S Spider.
So maybe I'm
Still
out
low-key,
of
but-
touch, but
You're out of touch, but yeah, go ahead.
Sure. I've been told that. But if you're going to spend a bunch of money on something that you really, really want, and you're going to spend a lot of money, no matter what a lot of money is to you, get exactly what you want. Don't cheap out 10K less or 30K less and get not exactly what you want. So I'm going to say if you want a 570 or something, but in reality, you really want like a 600 LT, or I'm trying to think what like something
You're
just
right.
a little
I
bit
want a
more.
600
You're
LT.
You're like weirdly spot on right now.
Yeah, but
Keep
like
going,
you
keep
truly
going.
actually want a 600 LT. Either save up a little bit more, find a good deal, buy a salvage title. No, I don't know. But get exactly what you want. Don't spend a bunch of money and then be like, well, I still don't really have exactly what I want. Because you're already spending a ton of money. Like, get exactly what you want.
But I
That's
mean-
the same thing with like Raptor versus Raptor R. Like, if I'm already spending a bunch of money to get a truck, I might as well get exactly what I want, which is the R. You know, maybe the Hennessy if I trade in my race car. But
It's kind of like it's
We'll
a
talk
work up the ladder, right? So like a 600 LT ultimately is what I want, but that's like 80,000 more than what my next price range is probably going to be that I'm looking at. So that's a big jump. And really, if we're really saying what I really want, it would be a 765.
okay, but that's totally different.
I also want a 765.
Yeah.
That's totally different though. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
So
I'm saying if it's only 80K more, that's only like 15 to 20K more on a down payment. You know, either save up for a little bit longer, work harder, make more money if you have an entrepreneurial type of job, or you can make more by working harder. Usually if you're buying a supercar, that's how it works.
That's usually how it works.
But like either make more money and get exactly what you want, and that's like you earned it, or just save up for a little bit longer and make it work.
Yeah, because what
And get exactly what you want. Don't
80K difference is what, 15K down and $1,000 a month difference?
something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that? Right about there?
Yeah, I would say about that actually. You're about
Yeah.
right.
I like breaking it down like that because it helps me better understand like the zoomed in picture, because we can get like when you look at like 250 versus like 375, those are like kind of drastic, but then when you really zoom in, you're like, all right, in reality it's like 20K down difference, and then the payment's like $1,200 a month.
Yeah, but that's a dangerous way to look at it.
Why is
kind of.
that?
Well, just in you said 250 to 375?
Yeah, like that.
That's kind of two different price points though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But okay, thank you. You're doing my point right now. So like it's 125K difference. So like it sounds like drastic, but like when you really zoom into it, 20K down difference, $1,200 a month difference. It sounds drastic when you say it's two different price points, because in your head you do categorize it like this.
In reality though, in your bank account, it is two different price points,
It is.
and you're paying interest on a lot more money.
That part I will give you. The
You
interest
know what I
part.
mean?
I think it just depends on like
even $1,200 more a month is largely like that being how much that is largely dependent on how much you're making.
that's fair.
So even like for you going, it's only $1,200 a month more. Like for me, that's more than my whole car payment right now.
That's fair. Maybe I'm a
and
little
it's
touch
that
out of reality,
more.
too.
Yeah. I think you're starting to be a little bit out of touch.
Out of touch
as
for
well.
reality. I think I'm getting
Okay.
I understand your point. I think that's a great point actually, to just like make it happen.
It's a good take. Like
Yeah,
get
yeah.
exactly what you want.
On-
I agree with you.
If
My
you're gonna-
only contrary is like I know I want a 600 LT, but there is like a very kind of obvious spot in between where I'm at now and where the 600 is, with a lot of cars that I like and would be happy driving for a while. So I'm like, I could get into one of those while I like build up. So in that way, maybe I skip the 570 entirely, because why get a 570 to build up to a 600 LT? Why not why not get an R8 and drive a V10?
Yeah.
And then get the 600 LT, where I'm then jumping from one different experience to a completely different experience.
Yeah.
Rather than like cheapening out on the 570 to then one day earn the 600.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not
don't
the move.
cheap out on the 570. Don't do the 570.
So maybe like an R8 or a GT3, back on the GT3.
Speaking of
GT3 is
R8,
great.
those of you guys have been watching since the dawn of time, since Supercar Connections existed. Gavin used to literally obsess over an R8. Like when we started this, his car, like he was like, I just want an R8. I just want an R8. I forgot exactly what point in the journey that this changed, but you threw R8 so far in the trash can so quickly for yourself. When did that happen?
I
You
don't
remember
know.
that time where you were like, that's all I wanted was that car.
Really, it's just everything's happened slower than I expected and wanted it to. So here we are,
But you can make an R8 happen. Like you're getting to that point, you can make it happen. And
Yeah.
it's not even in the top consideration. Like you've thrown GT3 ahead of it. You know how wild that was? Like if you'd have told beginning Gavin that, Gavin would have been like, what are you talking about right now?
R8 just, I don't know. I loved it for so long. It's one of those things. Maybe it's just like when you love something for so long and it's like you almost get it and then you don't, and then you almost get it again and you don't. You're just like, maybe it's not the one. Maybe it's not meant to be.
I think you've
Sounds
seen it
like
up close
girls.
a little too much.
Huh?
I think you've seen some clapped out ones and you've seen some other people have them and you're like, maybe this isn't as hot as I once thought it
Right.
was.
I
That I
I
can
want a
give it to.
McLaren so bad is the problem.
'Cause
I'm a little McLaren fan.
We've dialed our taste in. We've had the blessed ability to dial our taste in. Because when we
Mhm.
started this, we were not supercar connoisseur, whatever you call it. What's the term?
Sommeliers?
Connoisseurs. Yeah,
No, connoisseurs.
both of the words. We're talking about he had an Alfa Romeo 4C and I had a base C8. That's when we started.
Brother. Oh my God.
I worked extremely hard for that car. So that was like the car that got me started was that car.
Hard work and money do not correlate, brother.
Bro, what do you mean? That C8 was popping. And you guys had seen my OG like silver C8. That car was popping. That car was hot. Supercar.
Oh my gosh. That's brutal. That's brutal, brother.
Where we started, that was like exactly where we were at. So like now we've gotten to a point where like we've driven a bunch of stuff. So now we've been able to like dial our taste in. What is so wrong about my C8?
He's just picturing you in a C8.
I still have a C8.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. That's a great car, but
I hate you so much.
no,
That C8
I
got me started.
I make fun of him for fun.
The Stingray has done itself in. It's pretty cooked. The entire image of a C8 is bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It is.
It's really bad.
Miami C8. Underwater,
It's sad because it really is a great
payment.
car. Like for it is what it is. It's a really good car.
Penthouse.
It's a
not
great
penthouse.
car. Even
really
like
is.
it looks good.
It's a great car.
It's a
Looks good,
fantastic car. But
performs well. Very like driver focused. Like
Mhm.
all the updated
nice
tech.
car.
Like
just
it looks like a Ferrari. Like
perception.
it looks sick.
So
Sounds good.
we were talking this on the way up.
Nothing wrong with it.
It kind of makes me mad in some ways though, because sometimes I look at a C8 today, and then I think about like having a 650S Spider,
That's a much better choice.
and I'm sitting there going, the average person is just gonna think this is a Corvette.
Yeah.
Somebody that doesn't know
I know.
anything about it.
I'm gonna get this awesome car and be driving around, and people are gonna be like, Corvette.
You're just getting attention from dudes. That's
You know
all you're
what's
gonna get.
a sick car that I do want, but I'm not getting it soon is a 675 LT Spider.
Oh, fantastic!
They are
It's a
nice
car.
cars.
gangster car.
They are nice
Fantastic.
cars.
That-
All carbon.
Manual GT3 RS.
That's the P1 front end one,
As-
right? That's the one I like? Or that's
That's
650?
675 LT is the baby P1.
Oh,
That's
you
the big
said
one.
675.
Yes,
yeah.
I said
Oh, I
675.
For some reason, I thought 765. 675.
675 Spider. 765 Spider is great.
fucking
I want one of
numbers
those
compare.
too. That's
Yeah.
let's be
I like
real.
that front end like a lot. That front end is beautiful in that car.
Yeah,
it's a
The
great-
rear I'm not so fancy about though, I will admit.
the rear is pretty sick too. But
I'm
that's
just
You
okay.
saying
guys like the rear on that?
on the
as a-
675.
Yeah, you
The
guys like it?
675 is much improved from the 650.
I agree. I still think. I guess the only reason I don't like it is because it's like when you look at it, you really look at like that's like old McLaren. Like that's the last part that like the front end looks aggressive, and I'm like this still looks modern. The rear is like
Because
that's
the rear
old
still
McLaren.
has styling cues from like the 12C.
Exactly. That's the only reason why I don't like it. It screams like crappy McLaren time. 720 that rear end and just the 570 rear end. That's like okay. Now we're in the right era of McLaren.
720 is a sick car.
720 is the
For
best car
sure.
ever. Man.
Sick car.
720 is like the best car.
Yeah, it's a great car.
I'll live in down the hill forever. It's the best car.
Awesome car. Just I wish the accumulators weren't
So expensive.
to replace.
We were talking about this in the
Sad.
car. I want to add you to this conversation.
Perfect. I'm here.
It's a clip conversation, but I'm going to say it and then you can always do the clip part. I think people get confused and we have to clearly define not only what is a supercar, but the difference between a supercar and an exotic car. Because I hear too many people talk about supercars and they start naming country of origin like if that matters for a supercar. That shouldn't matter for a supercar. Am I crazy on that?
Not necessarily. No.
Like if you're telling me a car is not a supercar because of where it's made, you've lost yourself. Because that's supercar is not based on country of origin. Supercar should be based on performance, looks, and horsepower. Or performance, whatever you want to call it. Performance, looks, and price point. That's the way I look at it. Those three things. Where those lines are, we could debate. But I think those are the top three things you have to worry about.
I think it also depends on how many were made of the car. Like
For it to be a
production
supercar?
number. Yeah.
watch what you're saying there, buddy, because
Like-
Huracan's got like 90 million of them on the planet right now.
You're not wrong.
So that's I do get what you're saying.
Jamie,
But-
how many Huracans have they made?
Desty, how many Huracans are made?
400 million.
There's I know this is a disgusting number, but like, for example, if everybody's curious what I think a supercar is, it's got to have a 6-figure price tag MSRP. 6-figure price tag MSRP. 600 horsepower plus. Okay. I also think those are current numbers.
Over 20,000 Huracans.
There's over 20 things.
Yeah.
This is current numbers. Like back in the day, obviously horsepower difference, but like right now, it's got to have 600 horsepower plus, and it has to have. What did I say? I said 6-figure price tag, 600 horsepower plus, and then for me, it's got to be at least mid-engine and back. Whether it's front mid-engine or rear mid-engine, it has to be mid-engine and back. That's the way that I look at it, and that's me trying to be as simple as possible.
Yeah, that's not bad. I could get behind that.
But anybody that says country of origin matters, please just do yourself a favor. Just please just stop talking.
Well,
I
that's
beg
like
of you.
like saying like a Volkswagen is like a supercar because it's made in wherever it's made, Germany or whatever.
Yeah, it could be again everything
Like
Lambo,
a Volkswagen
Ferrari.
Jetta.
Yeah. Ford GT isn't a supercar because it's made in America.
No, Ford GT is a supercar.
Ford GT's hypercar.
Right, but I mean, a
It's a
hypercar
hypercar.
is a supercar, I would
It
say.
is right. You're right.
Hypercar is just a greater subgenre
Of
of
super-
supercar.
I do agree, but I think Ford. Yeah,
But
Ford
is it a
hyper-
hyper?
We had this.
I,
we
mean,
had this
I
debate.
I think sometimes I think these conversations are kind of funny.
they are ridiculous.
Because every time you reach a level, it's like most of them are obvious. There's no arguing if a LaFerrari is a hypercar. If a Koenigsegg goes a hypercar,
Yes.
no one's gonna argue. It's obvious.
Yes.
And then there's certain cars where it's like, oh, I don't know. Like, is a Senna a hypercar? Is a Ford GT a hypercar? A lot of people say yes.
Senna's a hypercar. Ford GT is a hypercar.
Some people will say no.
Valhalla is a hypercar. I would say over $1 million is a hypercar.
And then it's the same thing with the supercars.
Valhalla's Valhalla's the
new
OD
Aston
one.
Martin.
That's the one that hasn't come out or just came out.
Hasn't. I mean,
I mean,
the one
they're
you
coming out now.
sat in at Quail.
I thought that car was like $850.
It's like
it's
900.
it starts at 850, you spec it over $1 million.
Oh, you can like really easy probably.
Really
like
easy.
probably, yeah.
Probably
I don't know if anyone's not specking.
Yeah, over $1 million. Okay, I was gonna say because I was like, why when you said $1 million, I was like, you just named a car I for sure know it's
Right.
$850 right now.
You chose a paint color.
You
We're $1 million.
Yeah.
It's kind of how that usually works these days.
I saw one of the new Vanquishes.
Yeah.
Smooth,
Okay.
super smooth, like interior,
Those
X
cars
everything.
are cool, but like I'm not a fan of those any of those cars really because you buy a car to serve a purpose, right? Those cars don't serve a great purpose of anything. They are an in-between of everything, which sure, they give you the option to do everything. Like you can be sporty, you can be comfortable, you can be smooth, you can fit people in the car. Is it 4 seats or no?
No,
For
it's-
insurance purposes.
yeah, like it has a back thing, but
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, anyways,
no reasonable human being can
if
fit
I'm
it.
buying a car, I'm buying it for a specific purpose. Truck, specific purpose. I'm buying a 620R, race car, specific purpose. I'm buying SV, specific purpose, loud, clunky, big V12. I'm buying Urus, purpose, great SUV, like,
usable daily.
yeah. Plaid, great daily. Like, that's the purpose of the car. Aston Martin, now, again, I'm again out of touch thing, but like Aston Martin is great for when you have one car and you kind of want to be good at a little bit of everything. I guess that's the point.
I was gonna say, I was like, the purpose of the car is for it to be all
But
around
A
good.
car like the Vanquish that he's talking about is like a $500,000 car.
Yeah,
Those cars are expensive.
I honestly
Very.
don't know what that is.
It's the new. So Aston Martin came out with. It's been a model before, but now like they did the refresh Vanquish. Those things have a like upper 500 price tag, a huge power increase. They like redesigned the whole exterior interior. It has the new Apple CarPlay Ultra Plus
Can you imagine spending nearly SV money on
for that.
on that?
No,
I can't even picture what that is. I'm picturing like a Vantage.
I'll pull you up a photo. Go to Cario's Instagram. They just posted a gold one. Here's my favorite part though. It's $550 right now. In 2 years, that car is going to be $250, and then that car is going to be mint at $250. Mint.
I hope the Valhalla does that. Yeah, that's insane.
Let me see.
Someone's spending $550 on that. That's insane.
No, this car is smooth.
I mean, it's
granted,
cool. It's
$550,
cool.
but this car is smooth, dude.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like I'm not
It's
gonna
cool,
lie
but
to
it's gonna be $250. Like you're gonna lose half your money on
I
it.
can't wait. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why, but that. How do you feel about that?
That rear end.
How do you feel?
I don't know. I'm not super hot on it. Like
Really?
a lot of people came out. Everyone loves it.
I kind of really like it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the taillight design.
It's very classic Aston Martin.
It's
Like-
I think it's beautiful.
Just wait for Joe to be rolling around in a cruise like 50,000 mile. One of those Johns.
I've made a real came to realizations. I like luxury chill vibes more than I like ripping crazy raw supercars.
Yeah, that's lame.
Bro, no.
Lame.
Bro, trust
But
me.
it makes sense. I mean, you know him now.
Yeah, you need to come to the track with me. You need
does that mean?
You need to get in a
What does that
race
supposed to mean?
car. You need to
What makes sense? What is that supposed to mean?
Comfortable, chill vibes. What do you?
Do I give off comfortable chill vibes?
Yes.
Okay.
When you told me that, I was like, that's why I wanted you to get the Cullinan.
Because I was like,
'Cause
that
I knew you would.
make sense.
Yeah, I knew like you've driven one obviously, but I knew having one you would love it. So
I do love it a lot.
it's like yes, the comfortable, chill vibes. When you're like, I realized like, I just like the comfortable, chill vibes. I was like, brother, I've known you a long time. This is no surprise to me.
I love that car, dude. Like a lot. Like I'm like would consider getting rid of my 812 and just keep that one car. Like this. Yes.
That's weird.
It's okay.
Bro,
But you're
He's-
gonna get back
he's-
and drive the 812 and be like, oh,
No,
about
it's again, like you said, they serve their purpose. But like, I'll tell you, the feeling you get from driving
Does
that
it
car
make
is
you want an Aventador now?
Yes.
Because
It
now
does.
it's like you don't need the
Yes.
812.
Yes, 100%. That's spot on. That might be the most spot on take possible.
Yeah,
That's-
now that I have the Cullinan, I just want the Aventador because I have a car to drive when I don't want to drive the Aventador.
Yes, I want something more cracked now. Is my problem.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what are you looking at before that? Why?
the 812 and the Cullinan are two totally different things.
No,
yes, they're both chill
brother,
vibes.
obviously that they're two different vibes. But
So,
I'm saying
so why would you ever
Okay,
like be like,
when
oh,
I
yeah,
had-
I'll just sell the 812 because I
when
have
I
a
had the
Cullinan.
Aventador, all I had was the Aventador.
Yeah, that's goofy.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't have a second car. I didn't have a 620R that I'd be like, I'm just gonna go dive in my 620R whenever I want. I had the Aventador for everything. So imagine doing like day-to-day stuff. Like I have a daily, but I'm saying like supercar wise, like that level of car. Like when I'm gonna go step, all I have was the Aventador. Now I can step in the Cullinan and I can do a lot more things in the Cullinan. So when I want to go drive, the 812's like you hit me up to go to Sepulveda, I'm not bringing the Cullinan. I'm bringing the 812.
Yeah.
Now that I have the Cullinan to go do 99% of the other things in life, I want a car that like I can absolutely piss on.
Yeah.
And the 812 is just more of a cruiser.
765.
765 would probably be like the perfect name, but I want a 765 LT Spider.
Yes.
Those are high fives, low sixes.
Cheap. Just kidding. I respect money. That's a lot of money.
I really, really, really want one. But here's my problem though, is I know there is a difference, but like, is it really worth the difference between a 720 Spider and a 765 LT Spider? Is it really worth the difference?
No, but I'll just not really respect you if you have a 720 Spider.
You don't respect me now. So what difference?
I mean,
does it really
fair.
make a difference?
I almost got a little respect when you pulled up in that Cullinan. I'm like, okay, kind of hard.
Oh,
like,
that gave a little respect?
Like not bad. And then now you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna cheap out and get the 720. Like I don't really want.
No, because I'm not just gonna get a 720 later. Like I would build that car to the T. I'd make my 720 push like 800 horsepower.
I'm kidding. That'd be cool. But why get 720 when you get 765?
There has to be. I'm thinking of an. There has to be an answer for that. Because again, what am I
It's
paying?
twice as much.
Yeah, I'm paying literally double for a car that's
but you
not
have-
double the
you-
performance.
You have double the value. It's value, not price.
That I agree with. The value add I do give, but at the same time, I'm like, why?
But yeah, no, I agree because like content wise, does the same thing.
It's the same concept.
In terms of connection wise, no one cares whether you're driving the 720 or 765. No one cares. It's really just like if you want it, you just want a better car than 765.
I think I do. But I also think just partly, again, I think when I look at the different price tags, I go, really justifying this. Like, it's like the 812 and the
To the
GTS.
car people on Car Talk, it definitely brings you more credibility.
It does.
Yeah, it does. A
It does.
720
To be
is
like, oh, I got the Cullinan, the 765, the 812.
yeah,
They're like,
that's
yo.
true.
Who is him?
Yeah, that's true. That's
And they're going,
true.
oh, I got a 720.
because
You're not
seven
wrong at all.
because 720 is kind of turning into the
Just telling you how it is.
Huracán a
It
little
is.
bit.
It is.
A little bit.
Because it's the Huracan's so played out for most of that crowd of people that now they're turning to the 720.
Yeah, 720 is much better than the Huracán.
They're 10x better, but what people, that crowd of people is like, when they get one, they're like, oh crap, this isn't reliable and it's
Yeah.
expensive. Let's go back. Okay, the Huracan's not so bad. Huracan's not
The
so
average
bad.
person sees a light come up on their gauge cluster and freaks out. You know what I mean? Huracan, you're not worried about that. McLaren, all of a sudden, a light comes on. They're like, there's a light on. Then they stop, eat their Chipotle, get back in, and it's gone. It's like, oh. So that's how that works here.
That's a good point. What was your experience like when you bought, like, what was your first car when you were growing up?
My first car that I had,
Yeah, like your first car that you were really driving.
Mustang EcoBoost.
Okay, when something went wrong on that car, well, how did you feel? Like the first problem.
I don't remember. I don't think I had problems with it. I kept it stock. I didn't know much about cars, but I liked having a cool car. And then I moved out to LA and I wanted something practical, so I got a Hyundai Kona.
Okay, I remember like the 620R when your first light came on.
Yeah, I was tripping.
You were tripping, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I
That
was,
first supercar problem,
especially because I didn't
scary.
know much about it, and I'm like, like this might be expensive, like whatever. Yeah,
Nobody talks about that. Like your first supercar problem when you're new to the game is one of the most terrifying feelings on the planet.
Mhm.
Because you're like, how much is this really gonna cost?
Right.
bro? I remember my 458 when it had like one of his first problems. I literally looked at it and I was like, crap, dude. I don't know if this is gonna be a $2,000 thing or like a $20,000 thing. That scared the living heck out of me. But it puts like a realization. You're like, all right, if I'm super fearful about it, it's because again, price point, like, can I really afford this car type of thing? And then when you get realized, you're like, oh, dude, it's not that bad. But I remember the feeling, like I literally was genuinely terrified.
Right. I mean, you're looking at a car and you're like, to fix this car, it literally cost a Rolex
That
in
quickly.
a lot of these cases.
That quickly.
So that's how,
you can't think like that though.
no,
like,
you can't.
Right. No, obviously.
I get like $20,000 house bills all the time to fix stuff, or like just random bills. I'll see like a $15,000 charge on my Amex that was for something for the management company or whatever it was, and I'll be like, wonder what that was for. Next. Like,
well, everything is relative too.
yeah,
For sure.
Because your house is, for example, like what's your
you just get so desensitized when you run a business that has high expenses, or like just running businesses in general. You're like, I haven't noticed it, you know.
I agree.
I'm also like in such a like blessed position where I'm like, I didn't have, like, I had such a fast nothing to a lot of money really quickly with Snapchat and everything that happened with Spotlight. You can look it up if you haven't seen Snapchat Spotlight, Cam Casey. You can see what happened
Or you can
with
watch
my life, or you
the
can watch
first
the
episode from last year.
His OnlyFans link is in the bio. This one.
But
yeah.
I went from like a $200K net worth to like a $3 million net worth in like a couple months, a month or two. So I was like, when you're at the $3 million net worth and you're 19 and you don't really have any expenses, you can kind of buy whatever you want, you know?
Yeah.
You fully can buy whatever you want. And it's just, you know, continue to help grow and stuff like that. So
What is your cheapest PV property?
I think 800,000.
What's your cheapest ultra luxury one? Like the high end one?
Cheap, like high end is like 2.5.
2.5?
Yeah, the highest is like 3.5 to 4, depending on how you appraise it. I bought it for 3.5 a few years ago, so it's probably close to 4 now.
Are we allowed to talk about your house build at all?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
What's going on with your house build?
That is a project I'm so excited for, and I'm really enjoying the process of. That was a mess and a disaster, and lawsuits and getting screwed over and losing money and losing over $1 million investment and whatever that just disappeared. And that was a disaster. But now that I'm past all of that and I'm building this house now, and it's like a really fun process, really rewarding. I'm dumping a ton of money into it, but it's going to pay off. And I'm building 8,500 square feet out there. And it's going to be an
Paradise Valley, Arizona.
ultra luxury.
Break it down for the viewers, because when you first
said
came on,
500 square feet.
Hmm?
You said
85.
8,500.
85. Okay.
Yeah.
8,500 square.
Yeah.
feet.
500 square feet.
I know. I was like, I know he just said this wrong, or I heard it wrong. What did I mishear? What was
8,500 square feet.
8,500 square feet?
Because when you first came on the pod, what's was that in like the debacle stage then?
Probably.
In the middle of
It's
it?
like a year ago.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're out. Well,
Yeah.
tell all the viewers, break it down, because everyone's looking at you like they're like, who is this kid now? Why does he have an SV and all this money and stuff like that? And you have a genius side to your brain.
Break down.
It doesn't
how
come out that often, but when it does come out, it is pretty genius.
Break down how I make money or how I invest or
Yeah,
what.
like right now, your current project, your big project. Break down the
Yeah.
deal.
I'm building this house. I don't want to talk specific numbers about how much it's going to cost to build and
that's
stuff
fine.
like that, but the land was about $3 million, and I'm going to build an awesome house on it. I plan to sell it for 11 to 13 million. So I'm building it for some number in between there. And it's been a really cool process actually going through with the architect and doing all of this stuff, especially after the disaster of having to fight for this land and get this piece of property and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers and stuff like that. That's all kind of been built into the cost now of like just the development cost.
Right.
And it'll be built and it'll be done in about 12 months. Maybe we'll run a part 3 in 12 months and talk about how it ended up and how it worked out.
I'm excited.
But I'm going to be getting a lot of cash back because I've been basically dumping my life savings or everything I've been earning for the last year into that. So I'll be getting a lot of cash back and hopefully make money on the sale as well. And then I don't know what we're going to do with it because I will have a good chunk of change.
Well, you're gonna have.
Gonna get an F40.
I could get an F40.
Yeah, because you're about to break into a whole new parallel, because you're gonna have liquid cash, but on top of that, when lenders see the fact that you've had this history of build and sale of that house, you're gonna be able to go get some crazy construction loans.
Well, we're going to go do some crazy stuff.
Oh no, I'm excited for it. But like that, even just talking about it, like you're talking about, how old are you again? 17? How old are you?
24.
You're a 24-year-old kid building an 8,500 square foot house in Paradise Valley, Arizona. Like,
Yes.
have you put that in perspective?
Yeah, but who
How many
cares?
kids? No,
Who
it
cares?
matters, bro. You got to give yourself a little bit of tap on the shoulder. Like like when I first met you, I literally looked at you. I was like, is anybody home? And then now, like, the more I've come to know you, I'm like, this kid is a genius. Think about kids your age. Are they really doing stuff like that? You got to give yourself a little credit.
But who compares anyone to people
I'm
their
not
age?
saying compare, bro. You got to give yourself some roses.
Yeah,
Smell the
no, I'm
roses.
happy. I'm happy. I've done well. I'm
Tap
happy.
on the shoulder. Give
Yeah.
yourself some roses.
No, I'm
Yeah.
happy. But
Am I saying the
I don't know.
phrases
These are
wrong?
phrases I've never heard.
You got to, what does it say? You got to stop and smell the roses. And what did I say? Not tap
You
and smell.
said
Tap
give,
and
give
smell
yourself
the-
a tap on the shoulder.
Pat on the
Pat on the
pat on the back.
Pat on the back.
Give
Whatever,
yourself a
dog.
pat on the
Yeah,
back.
Everybody knows what
No.
I'm talking about. I feel like
Yes.
I'm not that drastically off from the sayings.
No, tap on the shoulder, pat on the back.
no, I'm
Give yourself roses.
Yeah. Give yourself a little roses. I know what you're saying. Don't get me wrong.
no, I'm happy.
You gave me a little bit of a crack to make fun of you. A
That's
little bit,
fair.
so
I deserve
I
that.
took it.
yeah,
But yeah, it's awesome.
thanks. Yeah, no, I'm happy. But I wanted to do more.
I can't wait to see the house. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. They're starting framing it now. So they laid the concrete out. They did all. They graded the land, laid the concrete, and now they're starting to do the actual framing. And the framing is the coolest part because they can get it done in like 60-ish days, 60 to 90 days. They'll frame the whole house, and then I'll be able to like walk through it and like be like, this is the living room, this is a dining room, this is a kitchen. Like, it'll be really cool. So
Just curious, and don't take this. Just gonna ask a question. Simple question. I don't even know if I remember the answer. Do you know the formula for cap rate?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you know the formula?
I used to know the formula like cap rate. The fact that I'm
I
struggling.
understand what's behind it, but I don't know how to formulate the cap rate of a building because that's not residential real estate. I've only ever invested in residential. I've invested in REITs, which are you just write a check and they do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't invested my own money in commercial real estate, so that's why I haven't like taken the time to like. But I understand that a 4 to 5% cap rate is like relatively normal, and like higher than that is a great deal. And that's basically the value of the building versus the rent the building is getting. But I couldn't tell you like you have to do this divided by this is this.
I used to know that stuff like this, and the fact
I'm
that I
pretty
can't
sure it
pull
is
up-
the purchase price divided by
Purchase price divided by how much
how much you're making revenue.
how much the building's generating.
The cost of the
Down
building
pay-
divided by.
I'm 99% sure down payment's in that equation somewhere. I know it's purchase price, down payment, and monthly cash flow, and I don't know exactly the math behind it. I'm looking it up. I have to. It's gonna kill me. I have to. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have to. I
Yeah,
have
I'd
to.
like
I
to.
have to.
I have another question too. Car question.
Yeah.
If that's acceptable.
Let's hear.
Would you rather have a Cullinan or a Urus?
Cullinan.
Cullinan?
Even though I have, well, I'm saying that because I have yours. You
That's
want
the
what
only
you
reason you're
can't
saying
have.
it?
No, but your Cullinan's better. Well, yours is great because yours does what serves the same purpose as a Cullinan,
Mm-hmm.
but it's fast and sporty and has that ability.
Yeah.
I think if you just said, what would you rather have, Cam, a Cullinan or a Urus? I would say Cullinan because I have a Urus. And I've had a Urus for like 3 or 4 years. So I'm like over it. I want a Cullinan. It'd be cool. If you asked me, if you said like, what should I get? Like if you were asking what should I get, a Cullinan or a Urus, I would tell you to get a Urus because it has a fun, sporty, fast ability and it's still a very awesome luxury SUV. You already have like crazy cool.
I was
hear the
wrong.
cap rate.
Purchase or down payment's not in there.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
It's yearly net operating income divided by purchase price or market value.
Yeah.
So purchase price.
So it's essentially just saying what is your cash on cash return.
In a sense, yeah. It's a little different. Cash on cash is a little different.
They're
but yeah, in a
like
sense.
yeah, not cash on cash, but
Yeah.
value of the building versus how much it's getting.
It's it.
And they're like 4 to 7% cap rates usually, and if it's higher than that, it's a better.
Because right now,
investment.
4 and 5% cap rates is like the average. They're like, I remember back when like COVID, where like when I was like actually looking to try to like begin investing in real estate, cap rates were like 8, 10%. Like a sub 8 cap rate used to be super low. Now, if you get a 5% or up cap rate, you're like, you get a 6 cap now, you're doing all right.
Yeah.
That's a different world.
I'm that's my next venture is commercial because everyone says 95% of people who are really big money I'm in commercial real estate. They're not like I'm doing residential stuff.
Scale.
Yeah.
It's all scale. What was
So-
the car question I missed?
Urus or Cullinan?
Urus or Cullinan?
Oh, bro, no brainer. What do you mean?
No brainer.
Yours is a chick car, and the sporty factor, if you want a sporty factor, you just buy a supercar for the same price. And then Cullinan.
yeah. So
Cullinan,
that's 2 cars.
name another car that does anything like Cullinan.
Name
All-
another car that does
all-
anything like a Urus.
All Cullinan does is just drive and roll.
DBX 707, Pearl Sangway. What's the other
Reliable.
one?
Urus Songways.
Well, per
sick.
Songways are $550,000.
Does what the car does.
You can get a lit Urus for
600,000.
$130K.
I just think if you're going to buy a Urus, you should just buy a supercar because at that point, you're really not buying it for the SUV aspect because it's really not that big of a
But
car.
what's the best
at
one to
all.
split with some friends?
All day long, baby. Urus. All day long. Purple Urus, Glendale Equinox. That is the number one place to be. And split a car with.
Here, I owe $200K on my Urus. How do I get out of that without being cooked? 60K miles.
That's a conversation
you
off this
owe-
podcast, but there's an answer to that question.
You owe what?
200K.
You owe $200K.
Yeah.
Would you pay for it?
285.
And it's got 60K miles.
Yeah.
Tell them why you still owe so much.
I owe so much because I did that one, the only car I've ever done through this financing, but with Woodside, where it's on a 15-year-long loan. The reason I did that is because when I originally bought it, I had my Hyundai Kona, which was my daily still. And I'm like, bro, I don't need to be bougie. Like, I'll drive the Urus when I want, and I'll rent the Urus, and I'll be able to have a Urus, make content with it, rent it, cover the payment. And the reason I did a 15-year-long loan is because my payment was low, and I was like, it'll easy.
profit.
It'll profit better on rental.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm here 4 or 5 years later, and I still owe 200 on it. So
And it's worth 140?
Yeah, like 140, 160.
yeah, like 140.
There is an answer to that question that we'll talk off the podcast. There is an answer to that question though.
All right.
So don't worry. But
yeah, but I don't really need to get rid of it, and it's a great SUV. So I don't know.
yeah,
We'll
it's his
Miami car.
Yeah, it's just sitting in Miami,
Mm-hmm.
just sitting there, just chilling.
Yeah.
It's
Not doing
actually
anything
dead
with
and has no key right now.
What?
That's fire. Yeah.
Where's the key?
I actually don't know where
Something
two
else
of my cars are right now. I don't know where the Super Trofeo is, and I don't know where the Urus is. Two of my 3 Lamborghinis, I don't know where they are right now.
Wait, what do you mean you don't know where the Super Trofeo is? You know where the Super Trofeo is. I know where the Super Trofeo is.
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen a picture.
But I know where it's at. I don't know where it's at in that facility, but I know where it's at.
Because I texted you an address?
Correct. Wait, so you're telling me you're not confident that it's there?
I haven't seen anything to show me it's there.
He's got no proof. You know what I mean?
I have.
Go check if the car is where it's supposed to
I
be.
know.
at.
I need to.
Seeing
I
is
need
believing
to.
for Cam Casey.
I know. I'm too trustworthy sometimes. I'm
Sometimes.
getting better.
It's all right.
Trying
It's
to
because
get
you're a
there.
Chicago kid. That's why.
Yeah.
You another car question?
Yeah, I do want another car question.
992 GT3 or 675 LT Spider.
675 LT Spider.
992 GT3 or 675 LT Spider.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I hate you so much.
That's a tough one, huh?
It is, but I hate you. 992 GT3.
No way.
992 GT3.
No
Wow,
way.
I can't
No
believe I just
shot.
said that.
Actually,
That was a stupid opinion.
What do you mean?
I'm taking the
You're
675.
gonna make me
675
defend the
all day.
992 GT3 right now.
675.
Oh man, this
all
is a
day,
history
bro.
supercar.
Isn't that
connection.
crazy? I'm wearing
All
a Porsche shirt right now too. That's what's wild about it.
That was a good one though.
All right,
That one felt good. I was like, that's actually kind of tough.
I
'Cause in
don't
my
like
mind,
the-
I've yeah, 675. I'm still there.
You're still there?
675.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
love
like
McLaren. You know, it is what it is.
I don't like old McLaren tech. Old McLarens don't drive like modern McLarens. Those two things are heavy.
You haven't driven a 675,
No, I
Wait,
haven't.
wait. Just listen. Just wait.
but everyone says 675.
992 GT3, everyone and their mom has. You see 18 of them in Beverly Hills. 675 LT Spider is a collector vintage car that's going to hold its value, only go up in value, and it does the same thing as a GT3. It's fast and it handles well. And it's a Spider. GT3 isn't a Spider. Spider experience is pretty peak.
I like this guy.
That's the answer. GT3 is cool,
You're
but like
everything you said is a stretch. For you to say it does the same things, it does not do the same.
it's
things.
fast and it handles well.
It is relatively fast and it relatively handles well, but it is doesn't handle
For
better
what
than
you're
GT3.
gonna do on the street, it is fast and it's faster.
That
and it
part I
handles
definitely agree with you. I think the part that I would have to be honest with you with, and I can't believe I'm actually going to say this right now, is just the fact that that car is 10x reliable than an older McLaren. I don't want that. There's no shot.
sure. If you're talking about like dailying a car,
You're talking about having the car. That's what we're talking about. Having the car.
Okay, so I'm talking
Buying the car.
I'm
Buying the car.
saying
I'm
if-
buying
the car.
value hold too. Granted, I think that McLaren will hold value, but I don't think that car is going to appreciate at any point at all. The GT3 you can guarantee that you can drive it no problems, and you're going to get rid of it relatively what you paid for it.
Yeah.
There's not a doubt in your mind. The McLaren, as much as we like to sit here and talk about, it probably will. It's still a question mark. You can bet your ass on the fact.
I think
that
it's
you-
at bottom of the market.
I'm also.
I agree with you, but we don't really know. There's no guarantee. There's literally Porsche data that I hate the fact that there is, but it's a damn near guarantee that car is going to stay exactly where it's at. Is that fair?
Relatively.
Thank you.
You're not going to lose a bunch of money.
Correct.
You won't. But I'm coming from the perspective of in what I have right now, where I'm going to drive it a couple times a month and enjoy it because I have other cars that I also can drive and enjoy. But if you only got like an Audi RS6 or whatever, and
what?
then I'm just thinking of like a random daily
Oh, what was that?
RS6.
No, what's the brand? What make?
Audi.
What is
Audi?
that? Say that again.
Audi.
Audi.
I say Audi.
Audi.
Audi R8.
Audi R8. Let's try that one more time.
No.
Audi
Audi.
R8.
He's
You caught that. I
Audi.
caught that.
It's
I
like
caught
saying,
that.
yeah,
That
it's like
was
saying
I
Porsche
caught that.
versus Porsche.
No, it is not. That is not an A. Audi.
Audi. I have a friend named Audi. His name is Audi. Shout out.
All right,
you,
sorry.
Audi.
Finish your story.
I'm saying if you have a normal car, a Volkswagen Jetta, and you're looking at getting a supercar, that's your only supercar, GT3.
Really, I'm still taking 675,
Yeah.
but maybe
Neither of us are getting them.
maybe
so-
I'm chopped.
I mean, maybe I'll get 675.
I
I'm
think
not gonna get
you
GT3.
like the McLaren concept a little too much. The fact that it's clouding your like I'm even saying GT3.
I've also just
it
heard
takes a
so
lot
many
for me to say
people
that.
say that the 675 is awesome.
I don't doubt
675 is like a baby P1.
I don't doubt that it's awesome.
Awesome.
That's what they say. Even Nick Loves that car.
I don't know if that doesn't help me. That
Says it's undervalued.
that doesn't help me. I don't know if that helps me.
Just hammer that one home for me.
I think it's crazy that I'm saying this, and then this is gonna be the last point I'm gonna say. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to say this ever again, but I will say this. Modern McLaren sound is tolerable. Old McLaren sound is not tolerable. I can make the GT3 sound really nice compared to the 675. I'm never gonna say that statement again, but I'd say it this one time. I can make the GT3 sound really nice compared to the sound of that 675.
You're gonna give it its roses, huh?
I'm giving it a little bit of its roses because you put me in this box. That's a really good question. 675 GT3. That's a really good question.
I cornered you into a
cornered
GT3.
me. You did. I would take it. I really would. I would wrap it Miami blue, white wheels, and I wouldn't mind it at all. I really like it, that car.
Miami blue, white wheels. Okay.
On a GT3. You know why? Because all the Porsche haters would hate that combo, and I would love it.
There's one out there that exists like that.
You love your white wheels.
I do like my white wheels.
Who does?
No.
I do.
Big fan of the white wheels.
Polished chrome look is growing on me. Like the Cullinan will end up with that look.
That's where everything's going. You love like the 2017 cool, like how
Yeah,
you
because-
dress, like everything.
Yes,
You're,
because
like,
that was literally my
stuck
peak,
with it.
like my teenage years. I was
Yeah.
what in 2017. I was what?
Yeah,
I was literally, how old was I?
like 35.
I was 18. Yeah, I was 18. No, I was
See,
17.
you, in your late teenage years, you get stuck where you're at for a while until you become so far out of the trend that by the time you're 30, you end up reverting back to the current trends.
Yeah.
So he's still like at the tail end of like, I'm still riding my.
I feel like I'm relatively
Old
following
trend.
the trends, but I don't know. I mean, I'm getting polished wheels on both cars. I think we'll see.
Did you decide between a multi-spoke or a 5-spoke design on the SV?
I think I'm gonna do 5-spoke. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's a surprise. I haven't. They're not communicating well. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Communication.
People who don't respond on text.
So I got you with the communication on. That was probably one of the things that really sold you.
That was like the main thing. You answer when I
You respond?
text. You respond timely and efficiently and well. That's the main thing I look for when I'm like working with someone, doing anything with someone. Can you just answer your phone? People
It's a simple concept, huh? But yet some people still can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of simple things
That
people can't do.
that's my probably, like you said, that is my number one pet peeve. Like I don't have anger issues, but if I call somebody and like they should pick up the phone and they don't pick up, like I'll physically yell because it exerts it pisses me off because I'm glued to this thing. So like I know you've seen my call. Like when you don't, answer,
tell people you're glued to it.
I'm glued to it. So
I've seen how many messages you have.
they know I'm glued to it
Yeah,
too. So when you don't answer, like it literally like it's irate. Especially you when I call you, you don't answer. You're recording the content. Like I know you saw my thing. That's all you did. I get so mad when you don't pick up the phone. Really, the three of you in this room is probably the people that piss me off the most when you don't pick up. You, and you. It pisses me off when you don't pick up. You're the only one that gives a little bit of grace because if I call you at 8 a.m., I know you're sleeping. But both of them, if I call them 8 a.m. till midnight, they don't pick up, I get pissed off.
I don't know why that is.
Because I know you see my call. I know both you see my call.
Yeah, I'm generally on my phone a lot.
I know you. You're like me. You're on it. You're glued to this thing.
I'm glued to it, but I'll put it away and I'll keep it away for like an hour or two at a time if I can. Like if I know I'm doing something, I'll take a time to like put it away for like an hour or two.
Really?
That's the part he doesn't understand.
Mm-mm. You know the
That's fine.
account. You know the OG
That's fine.
accountant movie. You know when he can't find the last puzzle piece
Mhm.
and he's sitting there and he's like freaking out. That's me when I try to put my phone away.
That's fine.
I have to. Put my phone
I
away.
like you answering when
Yeah.
I text you.
Because it was funny, and this would be my last rant about this. Like 3 years ago, I made a conscious decision to lean into the phone. Because like that was big when everyone was like screen time, like manage your screen time. And I sat there and I was like, yeah, maybe I should manage my screen time. And I said, no, I was like, this can make you money. I was like, this is gonna be my money maker. I'm just gonna dive into this thing. And I made a conscious note I'm just gonna be on this thing like crazy. And from that point, I've made a lot of money. And to that point, people, like you said, that's like the number one thing people like is I'll answer them. Like, how quick do you think I answer your text on an average pace?
Within 30 minutes.
In 30
And
minutes?
that's saying
How quick
average.
to answer your text?
That's
sometimes?
saying average. Like
How quick do I answer your text sometimes?
Sometimes.
Yeah, like majority of the time. Like, what's a fair time gap when you text me?
I don't know because usually quick.
it's usually within the hour for sure. But like
usually quick.
that's like an average. If it's like if I text you at any given point, I usually respond within 10 minutes.
That's what I wanted. Thank you.
But if I text you something complicated, then you usually never answer.
It depends on the hours you text me complicated crap. Like scale of complicated. Like if I'm at the shop and it's too complicated, I look at it and I go, I don't have the mental capacity to answer this question. I leave it there because when I get off, I'll look at it at 5:30 and I'll go, now I can answer this question.
Because that's really my problem. It's usually under 10 minutes, but then sometimes it's not. And I'm like, I know you've seen, because I know you've seen it. Me, 30 minutes go by, hey, maybe he's like
there's a
walking
chance
his
Gavin
dog
hasn't
and,
seen it, yeah.
and it is what it is.
Well,
and
that's
he'll
like-
come back. But like for you, I'm like, no, I know he's seen it. And this is important. And it's been 45 minutes.
That's like, bro. That's like when bros are like, "Oh, bro, I think she's just busy right now. Like she hasn't answered my text in 12 hours."
She's seen it, bro. I promise you,
They saw it within the first minute.
Yeah,
Girls
bro.
are on their phone criminal.
like crazy.
Yeah, girls are on their phone criminal. They saw it within the first minute, bro. Like trust me. But usually, if a girl doesn't respond quickly, that usually means they like you because they're trying to not respond quickly. Now, I've stopped paying attention completely because I've lost all interest in anything.
The interest in men has just gone through the roof. So
No, but I used to like think about it a little bit. Like if a girl I liked or whatever didn't respond to a text, I'd be like, I would do the same thing. I would wait to respond to a text. Like if I respond super fast to a text to a girl, it's usually because I don't care or I'm not interested or whatever. I just like don't care to like be quote unquote hard to get or whatever. But if they taken a couple hours to respond to me, usually I'm like, they probably like me because they see my name pop up on their phone and they're like, oh, I don't want to respond too quickly because they're thinking about it because obviously they're interested.
What's hard is if you're talking, then it's like if you both respond too quick, it's like pop, 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 and then
Done. Yeah, that happens too. But
it's crazy that we're talking about the fact that like people that like each other try to not talk to each other as quickly as possible to show each other that like, no, you're not that important. But like obviously we both like each other. Yeah. You know how backwards our society is when you really say it out loud? Yeah. How backwards is that? Like when I'm on, like I'll text you back within fucking 3 seconds sometimes. Yeah. Like I do the same thing when like back when I was back in the day with Bops and stuff, I would text them immediately because I don't play games. I'm just very
but that's how you get burnt.
Oh, I wasn't getting burnt, but it was just I wasn't getting burnt. But because again, because they know it's part of the way I operate. Like I operate completely the same way. So like they know it's just business.
That's how I am now.
It's business.
That's how I am now.
does he still get the guest questions?
Hell yeah, he gets a guest question. He's gonna say something stupid right now too. I can't wait.
Do you remember what they were?
No.
There's no shot.
No.
He doesn't remember what he had for breakfast.
What's the most overrated car today?
Oh, I remember that now.
Because we said it.
Yeah. I said Aventador last time. I remember that.
Yeah, you did.
Overrated car now. SVJ.
Okay.
SVJ. It's a cool car. It sounds cool. It looks good. After driving the SV, which I know drives basically the same as the SVJ, it's not that great to drive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fun a little bit, but it's not that great to drive.
Has
For
it-
what I like and what I like to do, I like canyons and track and
For sure.
like drivers' cars, I guess. It's not that fun. It's exciting, but it's not.
Has that car been trending down?
In
Yes.
price.
Maybe not price.
In price.
In price too.
Yeah,
a little bit in price, a little bit in aura, and a little bit in just overall vibe.
It's
It
just,
has
it's just
100%.
played out.
It
Right.
has definitely had a pullback.
Mhm.
It has definitely had a pullback. Whether it's going to retest and bounce is a good question. But
The
it
3RS
it
is what's
definitely
popping
coming.
right now.
It is.
what's
Everyone's
popping.
going.
that shit
That's
is
not
breaking
overrated
through.
though.
What's not overrated?
the 3RS?
Brez Scales really set.
What are
the
you
tone.
saying right now? Hold on. Before we go to 3RS, I do want to say one thing about the Aventadors. We've talked a lot about the Aventador platform, and we always do. We never talk about an Ultimate, ever. It never, ever even comes up. Why?
Because
I'm not saying I like it.
It's like a 620R.
But, like,
Just
really-
no one knows about it.
Really think about that. We never mention it. Not
because
one time.
What is the purpose of that car?
I don't really think
It's the
they're...
last Aventador made. It was done really well. It was built really well. The transmission is much better.
Yeah. The
but
tech
it's,
inside
and
is
it's,
a lot
and
better.
it's off the original S, which is like the original body style with the SVJ rear end.
Probably a reason they
that's-
built it off the S, but maybe
Why
I'm wrong.
why did the SVJ become so popular?
Because it looks so much better than It
I'll
looks
tell you why.
insane.
I'll tell you why right now.
And the
Why?
Gentani.
The Ultimate wasn't out, and that was the
SVJ
pinnacle,
Gentani.
and that was the time period that literally everybody that was trying to portray
No,
themselves on social media.
the Ultimate to the normal person looks like a regular Aventador. A regular Aventador drives out down the street. A normal person can't tell the Ultimate from a regular one.
Fair.
SVJ drives down the street. Everyone knows it's crazy.
Fair.
And that's why no one talks about the Ultimate.
Fair.
Because they were like $1 million when they first dropped. People were trying to flip them for $1 million. They set forever at like that million mark. No one really wanted it because they'd rather go buy the SVJ. It gets way more attention anyway.
Fair.
People paid $1 million for an Ultimate.
They were
Ugh, that's brutal.
early listings were all like in the millions.
That's brutal.
Now I think
that.
Ultimate is probably the best Aventador to buy. Now, I said it.
I don't think so. I
To
still
own the car, because what I think of, like, it's partly what you said. The purpose of the car, I don't really know what the purpose was of it, but what it is it's the current most well built Aventador. So like if you want to buy an Aventador to have for a long time and try to be on the edge of not worrying about the problems that those cars come from, your safest hedge is buying an Ultimate.
I
It's
just
like
think-
the best.
Yeah, but
I just think your
terms of-
value is not nearly as safe.
I don't think so. I agree with you there. I do.
That's what I was going to say.
That's what it is. Like you're paying SVJ prices pretty much, I think,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are.
and your value is not nearly as safe as an SVJ,
I think
I
that
agree.
car is.
I agree with that.
I see that car going.
nor the attention
I don't know.
and the
what I see.
marketing and
Maybe
the aura.
400K.
It's a desire. Like if you want, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I think about this. Like you told me about, you're like, it makes me want an Aventador. I want another Aventador, but the only reason I'm not even considering, even close to trying to debate on pulling trigger, is because I don't want to buy anything. The Aventador, I don't want an Aventador problem right now. I just really don't want an Aventador problem. My experience with it, I don't want. I'm like scarred from it. So like when I think about it, I go, I would buy an Ultimate because I know it's my hedge to be able to have the car I love the most and not be scared of owning the car.
There's no shot you're getting an Ultimate.
Because
I
you
don't
think
think
it's
there
more, it's going to be more reliable.
It is. It's like if it out of all of them, it is the most reliable. Like
It
you said,
is?
it was built with the best transmission, the most modern technology. It was like they took the car. It's like a 2022 720S. Like you want to buy a 720S that has the least problems, buy a 2022 because they were pumping them out the best after the 18s, 19s, 20s. They started fixing them. It's like Evos. There's like Evos are the most bulletproof Huracans. The 610s are bulletproof, but like the bulletproof ones, the most new ones. That's what the Ultimate is. It's the most new Aventador platform. It has the best transmission, the best tech inside, everything.
And don't get me wrong, I love all Aventadors. I would drive any of them. So I would take
Except
any
for,
of them. It's
except
just
for a base one.
when you ask about like an Ultimate and it's like, okay, well, it's the same price as an SVJ. And you're like, why does no one talk about them? Because it's the same price as an SVJ. And who's actually going and buying that car rather than an SVJ? I can tell you,
Well, now
old rich people are buying that car.
Now SV is similar price to SVJ.
Yeah.
SVs they're listing at $750.
They're
Listing doesn't really mean much, but
Well, I
They
mean,
are.
I say SVJ. I'd rather have the SV over the Ultimate as well.
I would too.
I would
We've
too.
been on that stance for a lot since we started the podcast. We've been on the SV over SVJ gang for a
Yeah.
while.
that's a true enthusiast position.
100%. More aggressive looking and rare. Beats it all day long. Now, that's something no one's talking about a lot is you're right. They're starting to flip. Roadsters, SVs are starting to be worth more than coupe SVJs. That's like currently happening right now as we speak.
I think they are.
They are. Like it's happening like right now.
Yeah.
Same thing with 458s
We
and
have
488s.
Because
Yeah.
what's funny is that market was
We broke out of
driven.
resistance.
The market was driven up by course pros,
Crazy, huh?
and now it's softening because everyone played that car out for so long that market is now softening. But the SV is not a car that's been propped up by course pros, so the true value of the cars are starting to show.
I love the fact that this is happening. I honestly, if an SVJ came down to like mid 500s and was like not reasonably trashed, I would consider getting one.
Or you got to ask them the next question.
Oh yeah. What's the most underrated car today?
Underrated. Gosh, these are hard questions.
The 675.
Yeah, like-
because it has actual active full aero.
Yeah, I mean that's a good choice too. 620R, 675.
Base Aventador.
underrated. Overrated.
Base 720.
Overrated.
Base Huracán.
Overrated. Anything that's great, I feel like, is properly rated. Yeah, I would say under like I'm gonna stick with it. The goofy 620R underrated. It's a sick car. It's a great car. Haven't had problems with it. Really fast. Handles great. Senna seats. Full active aero. Roof scoop. Carbon fiber roof.
Super light.
Full carbon body. That giant rear wing is fully stock. Like, and no one really knows about that. So I would say that's pretty underrated. 675 is a great car, but people know that that's a like enthusiasts know that that's a great car.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll stick with that. I
Lame
can't think of
answer,
anything
that's
else.
fine.
Everything that's great actually is great. Like GT3 RS, people hype it up. I think that's a great car. It's not fast in a straight line, but that doesn't.
That car's
cares about
overhyped.
that?
It's a great car, but it's overhyped.
Sure, it's a little bit overhyped, but it's a great car.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
All right, last question. 3-car garage. First car, truck or SUV. Second car, no budget. Third car, under $1 million.
Okay. First car, Clonin, truck SUV. That's the best. Or that, or like Hennessy Raptor R, 1,000 horsepower, sick truck,
Okay.
and you got the capabilities of a truck. Rock on.
So which one?
Okay. Yeah.
He forgot the principle we're playing here.
Yeah.
This or that? One of the two.
I would do the Hennessy because it just can do more things.
Yeah.
It does
It's a
what
better
the
utility
Yeah,
vehicle.
better utility vehicle. If
Mhm.
I could only have 3,
Yeah.
Hennessy, Raptor R. No budget car is a Yesco Sedir Sphere, just cause.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Sedir Sphere, and then under $1 million. Third car is SV Roadster.
Pretty fair.
Not bad.
Because what other options are there? I mean, if you consider the Valhalla under $1 million, I wouldn't.
Even still,
Yeah.
SV Roadster is still the better pick.
Okay. Well, I'm going with SV Roadster because I don't consider Valhalla under $1 million.
SV Roadster is such a nice car, man.
Yeah.
So there's my 3.
It's not a bad garage.
No, not at all.
No, it's a pretty fire garage, actually.
Three's not enough though.
Yeah,
That's
we know
the
Mr.
challenge.
12 cars. We know.
No, but like 7 is a good number.
6 is my perfect.
Yeah, 6 or
Right.
7. But you
That's
can have one
perfect.
for every day of the week.
Yeah, sure.
My
So-
problem is I want like 20.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. I definitely do. I definitely want 22.
That's my problem.
You're gonna have 20, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna start talking. Be like,
Like there's cars that I want that it's not even that I really want to drive them. I just want them.
Yeah, just to have them.
Like the SLS Black Series, I just want.
Yeah, just to have there, so you
That's
can
a-
look at it and be
that's a-
like,
That could be underrated.
Yeah.
We're talking underrated cars.
Like I think that's one of the
Fire
sickest.
boxes.
You don't
I
see
think
that
that's one of the
much.
sickest cars. It's so
Drive
beautiful. It's
it,
so cool.
Nürburgring times are insane.
what do you know about Nürburgring times?
I love the Nürburgring.
Do you?
I love racing, bro. Yeah. Racing
That
is
is, you are a racing kid.
racing is the coolest thing in the world. Best thing in the world. My
That's a
favorite thing in the
drastic
world.
statement. Why is that? Race guys are douchey though.
Because they have billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Because it costs $50,000.
Like, I'm thinking of everybody
step
that
foot
I
on
know.
a racetrack.
Like everyone that I personally know that races, they're all douchebags. You included. Everybody's douchebag.
No, racing is the coolest thing in the world. It's so fun. It's awesome. Formula 1 is awesome. I love Formula 1. Love racing. You gotta like actually do it, experience it.
Do I fit in a car?
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah.
Will I fit in the Super Trofeo?
It'll be uncomfortable. Oh no, you're too tall for a Super Trofeo for sure. I barely fit. Height
You would
wise,
probably enjoy racing a lot.
Oh, 100%.
it's the coolest thing. It's
But like
awesome.
you said, it
But-
costs $50,000 to step on a track.
I'm saying to like be in an actual proper race car and like whatever.
right.
Team and
You can take your
suit
car
and
to
take
a
cool
track
pictures.
and have fun and get a lot out of it or do spec Miata and stuff like that. But if, I'm talking like proper, like
Mm-hmm.
you're racing a cup car or whatever. Like
The reason
insane.
that I haven't been to a track, honestly, because everyone's like, "What?" I think it's just because until I have disposable income, where I can take my car to the track and the consumables don't matter, and if something happens, it doesn't matter. Like, that's it. I don't want to take like my Aston to the track.
Yeah. No.
I don't want to go get an I don't want to get an M3 because it'd be like a good car on the track, so I can afford to go to the track, just to like get that car that I occasionally go to the track.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Trying to maximize my dollar for the road where I drive the car all the time.
Yeah.
Correct.
And when I have the disposable money to start going to the track for funsies,
Yeah, no.
I'll go to the track for funsies.
We're talking to Mr. 12 cars over here, so
For
it's
sure.
it's a different relativity scale. by
No, I
means.
know, but I know a lot of people, they'll take their M3, like they'll take their whatever to the track, and it's not like that
No,
expensive. But
No shot.
to go and track my car is not, that's still not free.
No,
Probably
no,
end
not
up
at all.
spending a car payment, like a monthly payment
Tires.
on the track day.
Tires.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Easily.
You need
Yeah.
tires.
So
Tires and a suspension setup.
if I've got that much money to start spending on my car, I'd rather just take the next step up and get a better
Like a
car.
600 LT or something.
I completely agree. It's
And-
even like the jet show thing. Like I thought about it, I was like, I don't want my A12 trying to go 200 miles an hour. I was like, I don't really want to put my car through that. I'm more of like, I enjoy my driving. I don't want to push the limits.
So
That's why you get a race car.
Who knows? Maybe next. We'll see.
I'm selling my race car if anyone wants it. If you made it this far, you should buy my race car.
If you have anybody that's in the market for a race car, somebody you know, somebody's dad's friend, somebody that you met one time in a country club, something, let us know.
Lamborghini Super Trofeo Evo 2.
Can be street legal. I'll walk you through the process.
we're out of time.
This is Supercar Connection. Cameron Casey. We'll see you guys next time.